Hi everyone, this is Heather Lawton from the Flourish Academy. This is episode 418, 19, I forget. Anyway, we're talking about reaching more clients on social media, and many of us know that we should probably be sharing more about ourselves than just our photos. I mean, do you think that people are hiring you just because of your photographs? Because they're not. That's certainly the vehicle, but people are looking for a connection. And have you ever heard the old sales adage that says connection leads to conversion? People have to find a way to connect with you, to feel like they can relate. And the only way they can do that is if you provide them with data and material that they can connect with. So a couple of weeks ago, I was working with a private mentoring client, and I said to her, you're very quiet online, you're very private, I respect that, I understand it, but you need to share more with your clients. And she said, Heather, I'm just actually really kind of boring. I don't do much, and I don't think anybody would be interested in anything I have to do or say. Have you ever felt that way? I know that a lot of people do. And I said, well, why don't you just look for some ways to connect and share things about yourself so that people can be drawn to you? And I asked her to come up with 3 things that she wanted to be known for outside of photography. Could you come up with 3 things? 3 things that people know about you that they could connect with beyond photography. And she was really struggling because she just kept saying, I'm boring, I don't do anything. And I said, okay, well, what are a couple of things that if you saw something on Facebook, you would think of me and you would share it to my timeline and you would say, I saw this and I thought of you. She said, chickens. And I said, yes, of course. Everyone knows that I have chickens and that I love my chickens. So when there's a funny chicken video going around the interwebs, go to my Facebook wall and see how many times it's shared on my wall. Many, like sometimes 10 or 15 times, which is awesome because that means somebody saw that video and they thought of me. So I said to her, what do you want to be known for? What do you want people to share to your timeline? If they saw it, they would think, oh, I'm going to share that with her because it reminds me of her. I want you to, right now, come up with 3 things. 3 things that you want to be known for, something that's core to who you are. So I really had to push her for this. So the first thing she said was, well, I come from a really big family. And she started to describe her family gatherings and what that looked like. And I said, that's fantastic. People would love to hear about that. Why do you not post more photos from those family gatherings? I mean, presumably you take your camera. She said yes. I said, then why are you not talking about that? Either on your private Facebook, your Facebook page, or your Instagram feed, your stories, somewhere you could be talking about this big family that you love. She said, oh, that's a good idea. Okay. I said, what else? And she said, well, I like to eat very healthy. So I like organic food and I really watch what I eat. And I said, oh, okay, that's great. Then you could be talking about that all the time. Maybe you're one of those people that likes to make shakes or you source your food somehow. I don't know. You could share that. And then that gives people a way to connect with you. Common ground is what I'm talking about when I say connection. So you could do that. And I said, what else? And she said, nothing. She had nothing else. I said, you have 2 things. You have a big family and you like to eat healthy. Surely there's something else about you. And she said, well, I don't want to admit it. And I said, well, try me out. She said, I am obsessed with New Kids on the Block. I said, really? New Kids on the Block? She said, yes. And she proceeded to tell me all these stories. I said, okay, that's hilarious. Now, okay, I'm asking you as in you viewers, out of those 3 things, she has a big family, she likes to eat healthy, and she's obsessed with New Kids on the Block. Which one of those 3 is unique to you, or stands out, or sounds different? Of course, it's her obsession with New Kids on the Block, yet it's the one thing she was like, I'm not sharing that. She completely hesitated. There's no way I'm putting that out there. And I said, yes, but what if you found people like you that were also obsessed with New Kids on the Block and they loved you and they needed photos and then all of a sudden they hired you? I am 100% certain, because this bride told me, that the only reason she hired me was because I had a pink website. And then I will have other brides say, oh, I hired you because I know you love Jesus and I love Jesus. Okay, that's awesome. We have common ground. I've had other brides say, I like the way you did your hair this one time in this video. And so that connected or resonated with me and they hired me. But listen, people cannot connect with something that you don't put out there. If there is nothing for them to connect with except your photos, you are playing a losing game. I don't care how amazing your photos are, because people buy from those that they know, like, and trust. Connection leads to conversion, but you have to give them something to connect with. So could you please leave a comment and let me know your top 3? What are your top 3 things that you would like to be known for, or what are you known for that people see something and they share it to your timeline because they thought of you? This is really important. You can share it in the comments because it gives people other ideas. Just like I was sharing her big family, eating healthy, and New Kids on the Block, that may have sparked something in you that's like, oh, I have an idea. I love this. And honestly, the more bizarre and unique, the better. So I think the fact that I live on a homestead and my parents live with us and we have chickens, I think that's pretty unique and different enough that people remember it. So it's a way to connect. Even if they are not into homesteading or having chickens, they remember it. So being memorable is really important. I hope that you found this useful. I'll see you in the next video.